Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your June 2017 general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers who may be with us for the first time. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and all your wonderful support, feedback, and comments. You guys are wonderful. Keep it up. Thank you also to my regular clients for the consistent feedback that you send and how our readings continue to play out in your lives. And always a thank you to those of you who keep me so busy with personal one-on-one readings. It's an honor, a pleasure, and a blessing. And I am grateful for the trust that you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And if anyone is interested in a personal reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can click on the About or Description button on my channel's homepage. That'll give you a little more information and my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com, MAGGIE1 MCGUIRE@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do readings full-time 6 days a week, so I'm able to get back with you pretty quickly. Turnaround time is anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 weeks, but almost always within a 2-week period of time we can set something up. I do love and romance readings, compatibility charting, career, work, and finance, year overviews, gift readings, channel messages, and so on. So if you're interested, send me an email. We'll go from there. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well if you know them. And if you can, they may resonate a little more predictably for you than your primary sun sign. And watching all three gives you additional insight into what's going on in your life. So try to do that if you can, because these are general readings and there's so many of you watching that, of course, they're not going to mean the same thing to the same degree and intensity for everyone who watches them. So moving right along, I'm continuing to use the Gilded Tarot, and because we're at the beginning of the month general readings, I will be pulling 8 cards, 2 cards for each week. Time being somewhat fluid, of course, I'm recording these the end of May, with an additional 9th card from the bottom of the deck for overall guidance and energy. So this reading is for Leo, the fire sign of Leo the Lion, for June 2017. Let us see what this beautiful month of June has in store for our lions, the fire sign of Leo. Leo the Lion for June 2017. Okay, Leo, we begin with the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, followed by the Queen of Wands, Death or Transformation, followed by the Lovers, and the World, followed by the Three of Wands. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall advice and guidance and energy is the Magician. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards out of 9. So strong divine timing and orchestration at play this month, Leo. Cancer got quite a few too. They got 5. Okay, Leo. So we find ourselves at the beginning of June 2017 or the end of May with the energy of Pentacles energy, the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So Pentacles is earth energy. That's this suit's element. And it usually manifests in the earthly, concrete, day-to-day world that we live in. Things like money, finance, job, resources, property, assets, etc. Or tangible results of the efforts we put into things. You can always translate that same energy into spirituality, relationships. Aces represent the number 1. I like to compare them to seeds. They represent the beginning of something, the start of something which holds a lot of promise. If it's planted at the right time in the right ground and watered and taken care of, it can grow, flower, blossom, fruit, and eventually end up nourishing and giving back to you. So this is a new beginning, which holds a lot of promise, but it's a tangible new beginning. This is a new beginning that you can see, touch, feel. This is a card which often comes up for moving, relocating, or starting a new job, which I feel like some of you are starting a new job. You may be starting a new project. You can apply this to relationships as well. You may be starting a new relationship of some kind. Although I feel like for a lot of you, it falls under like job, work, career, or project kind of energy, but it looks like it may it's going to be a pretty significant new beginning, and there may be some decisions that you need to make which may affect a primary relationship or the lives of people around you. Some of you may be moving or starting a new job, starting a new project of some kind. or receiving money or resources that you need in order to have a new beginning, or like moving, or starting a new job, or starting a new business even. That Ace of Pentacles is accompanied by the Two of Pentacles, which is a card of it's a card of juggling. It can be a card of going back and forth between two things. It's a card of being busy and it taking a lot of your concentration, attention, focus, which is what it takes to keep for this man to keep these two pentacles in the air. It can also represent the unorthodox methods that you use, but that appear to be very successful, even though it does take a lot of intense concentration and focus. So again, tangible new beginnings, a new job, moving, project, or the money in which to do so. Now, next to that, we have the Nine of Wands, followed by the Queen of Wands. So we have fire energy with this combination of cards. That's the suit of Wands element. So this is a very fiery, dynamic, action-oriented suit. It's very fluid and forward-moving, creating, building, manifesting, change, movement, action, power. The Nine of Wands is a card about being close to the end, because tens represent the end of a cycle, the coming full circle of something. We're at the 9 here. It represents not giving up at the 11th hour, not giving up perhaps when it feels very hard or something has come up, which is what this man is doing. He's a soldier. He's walked a long road already. He's been through a number of battles, and he's still going. He may be tired, worn out, exhausted, maybe had to deal with some wounds, but he's still going. He's almost at the end of his journey. He's run into this block of this cluster of wands behind him, which represents one last obstacle, challenge, or delay of some kind. And he's withdrawn a few steps, not a retreat, not running away, because he's so close to the end. He doesn't want to give up now. He's trying to figure it out, re-strategize, maybe get a different perspective, figure out how to deal with it so he can move through it and beyond and complete his journey, because he's so close. So it looks like with whatever this new beginning, this new start is, or perhaps those of you who are waiting for resources for it, or for, I mean, even in job and workplace, this could be getting another job, waiting to hear on another job, waiting to hear on a promotion or a move up. Or move, a move of some kind. Some of you may be moving for a new job. Again, there's so many of you watching. The specifics of what it is in your life are going to vary depending on who's watching this, but the energy remains the same. It looks like something comes up maybe when you feel like you're very close or at the last minute. You may be tempted to give up, but don't. It's about taking a step back. Okay, how do I deal with this? Do I just need to wait this out? Is there something I need to do? Kind of get your perspective and deal with it and move on, which is inherently what you're very good at anyway, Leo, being the fire sign that you are. And it's echoed here because that Nine of Wands is accompanied by the Queen of Wands. You're in your own element here. Fire sign female, it could be male if you're male, because this is a general reading. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This could, for some of you, be another fire sign you may be dealing with, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. It may be the cause of this delay, obstacle, or challenge of some kind. It can just be you manifesting your energy, or what you need to draw on this energy, which is kind of inherently your energy anyway. The Queen of Wands is fiery, action-oriented, dynamic. She does not get stuck for very long. She doesn't rest on her laurels. If there's a problem, she figures it out and moves through it. If that doesn't work, she picks something else and moves through it. She's very charismatic, very dynamic, probably a good leader. She's good at getting the job done, or she's good at delegating and inspiring other people to get the job done as well. She's very charismatic, and people really pay attention to her. So it's about when you hit this delay, obstacle, challenge, whatever this is. I feel like for a lot of you it's delay energy, but it could be some other kind of issue coming up, kind of, at the last minute, or when you're close to the end, or you're waiting for whatever this is. Just if it's a problem, figure it out, deal with it, and move on. This is, just use your own energy this month, Leo. So, new beginning. So next to that, we have powerful combination. We have death, transformation, endings, along with the Lovers. So death represents an ending, but since this is major arcana card, we're talking about a significant ending, or a very significant transformation of something that's already in place, which I think it is for a lot of you. It's what I feel. So death represents a complete ending, a clearing out of the ground so that you can clear the ground and pave the way for rebirth to occur, because birth follows death and beginnings follow endings. So it's about clearing things away and something needing to come to a pretty significant end in your life. It could be a situation, a place, a relationship of some kind. But and it could be just a transformation of the landscape of your life entirely. Now, it's paired with the lovers, which can represent a very connective, passionate, fiery soulmate connection. It also represents needing to make a significant choice that may affect a primary relationship or the lives of people around you, important relationships. On the early tarot decks, this was actually called the choice. It showed a man standing in front of two women. The implication meaning needing to make a decision which was going to affect more than just your life. And it could be just the relationship issue itself for some of you. But I feel like for a lot of you, the primary impetus of this, the cause of this, is something which falls under that work, career, project umbrella. You're making a new beginning, or you're waiting for the resources, you're waiting for things to come together to affect this new beginning. And it's going to completely change the landscape of your life and potentially the lives of your partner or any very important or significant relationships in your life. And you need to make a choice about that. For some of you, particularly those who are moving, you may be in a relationship or dating someone. It may be how to affect this change with your partner, or it may be that this new beginning may just be a separation from or a leaving behind of a significant relationship as well, or situation. You can apply it to just about any area of your life. Now, at or towards the end of June 2017, Leo, we have the energy of the world, which makes sense with all this new beginnings and endings energy, followed by the Three of Wands. So the world is a completion card. It is, and it's right next to death. So you have this ending, this transformation. And then the world card is about, reaching that end and kind of taking a step back to reflect, look back on the path, everything that it's taken to get you from where you started to now. Kind of like you've reached the top of a mountain, you're at the pinnacle. And there's lots of mountains in life, but this one's been particularly significant for you. So you've reached the top and you pause for a minute and you stop to kind of look back over the path that it's taken to get you up here. And you're kind of reflecting on it, thinking about everything that it took. And maybe you thought you couldn't do it, but you ended up doing it. And kind of giving yourself a pat on the back and just kind of appreciating and embracing what you're capable of, and considering what's next and what you might be capable of moving forward into the future, particularly as you're kind of in this, maybe some of you spend a lot of June in this holding pattern, kind of waiting for things to come together for this new beginning. And at the end of the month, kind of reflecting on that, and also starting to lay the groundwork for this new beginning, starting to pour the concrete, do the homework, the research, put the beginning steps, the beginning pillars into place, because that world card is paired with the Three of Wands, which is about laying the groundwork. It's the transition from the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is in long-term thinking and planning, looking down the road, coming up with your long-term goal, your long-term picture of what you really want down the road. So that's the Two of Wands, long-term thinking and planning. And then the Three of Wands, when we transition to the Three of Wands, okay, now we start doing the footwork. Now we start doing the homework, the research, putting the initial things together, starting to build the foundation for this new beginning, whatever it is for you. Now, your overall energy and guidance is the Magician, powerful card. This is a card that says you have everything that it takes, or the ability to gather together everything that it's going to take in order to create and manifest this new beginning, whatever this new beginning is. You have everything that you need because of the path that you've walked already, because of all the effort you've put into it already, which is where the Magician is. He's walked a long road already, and he's learned a lot. He's practiced a lot. He's learned from trial and error, success, failure, triumph, and defeat. And now he's reached a point in his life where he has the tools, the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience to build and manifest whatever he wants with very little, if any, help from anybody else. In fact, he's kind of a bit of an independent thinker, and he kind of likes to go his own way because he can take care of himself. He has all the tools under his belt now with which to manifest whatever he wants. It's about taking what you have internally, all your knowledge and skills and experience and life lessons, and pulling together what you need in order to externally manifest what you want. It's a very powerful card. That's your overall energy and guidance, Lee. You've got this one in the bag. It feels kind of similar to Cancer as well. So Leo, I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. I hope it's brought you some insight and guidance for the month of June 2017. I will be continuing with the love snapshots. And thank you for the overwhelmingly positive feedback on those. So I will be doing those within this next week before the mid-months, of course. So you can look forward to those. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on the About or Description button on my YouTube channel's homepage, and feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be happy to work with you. You can also find me through that same email address on PayPal for those of you who feel so inclined to donate in support of my channel. Any amount, even if it's just $1 or $2, is graciously and gratefully accepted. It's part of what enables me to do what I love full time. And I am also saving up for that new computer and audio system to streamline my channel a little bit better. And thank you for those of you who have and do continue to make those donations. It is very much appreciated. I will see you all again for the love snapshots within about a week. And until then, Leo, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks so much, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.